have you had any communication at all with Colin Kaepernick, Tony Dungy?
I have not. I think our station, we tried to reach out to Colin when we were going on our pregame show on Sunday, and we had some people that talked to his representatives and his agent, but we have not had any contact with him. And I think that's what everybody's waiting to hear. Let us hear your voice, Colin. Let's be able to ask you some questions and have you give us some answers. And that would be nice. It really would.
Well, I mean, I think it just appears, because, again, I have no communication with his team either, but it does appear that Kaepernick's stance, if you will, is that I am who I am. The fact that I have the quarterback skills to be in the NFL is enough to give me a job, and I'm going to be who I am, and that should be fine for you. I don't need to conform to the NFL, that my credentials as a quarterback, having been in the Super Bowl before, and my credentials, what I can do with my arm and my legs right now, is so far superior to some of the people that are getting a shot, it shouldn't matter. So why does he have to say something or communicate something to make it seem like he would conform to the NFL, is basically what I'm asking.
Yeah, and I understand his point of view. I think all of what you just said is absolutely true, but I know if I'm a head coach and I'm trying to sign a player, anybody, I'm going to get those questions answered. Are you going to fit into my locker room and how I do things? And whether it's Colin Kaepernick or anybody else. So if I don't get those questions answered, I'm not going to sign anyone. Normally, that's not even an issue. Guys want to play, and if we have a workout and I want to bring you in, hey, I need to talk to you, most guys are ready to go. And I can see Colin's point, well, how do I know that this is real? How do I know you really want to talk to me? You don't. You just have to trust me.
So do you think this is a bridge that can be divided, Tony? And you're kind of a perfect person to ask this, because if I recall correctly, you counseled Michael Vick when he was at Leavenworth. And Michael Vick was in jail. And Michael Vick was
ostracized.
Exactly. and you were there to help bridge a divide that now has Michael Vick on TV. Michael Vick is a correspondent for my show, NFL The Grind. He's been on this show. If that could be somehow a divided bridge put together after what Vick was in jail for, do you think this could be put together between Kaepernick and the NFL for an NFL team to have him out there, Tony?
I think it could happen. I'm skeptical that it would happen. In Michael's situation, Michael knew that he did something wrong, and he had to make amends, and he told everyone that he was ready to do anything that it took to make amends. Colin doesn't feel he's done anything wrong, so I don't think it's just what you're talking about. Why do I have to go the extra mile? I should just be able to demonstrate my skills, and that should be enough. So that's where I think the difference is, and that's why I think it's going to be dicey to ever get this resolved.
Yeah, I hear you, because, again, Colin hasn't been convicted of anything. He hasn't committed any crime. He's just been very outspoken, and it just is something that my last for you on this subject is what advice would you give him if you did have some sort of moment to sit down with him?
I would just say that, don't change your convictions. You don't have to change anything, but you are going to have to show people that, hey, I really want to play in this league, and I'm willing to do my part as a player and a teammate, and I'm willing to accept. And that's what I don't know. Are you willing to accept any role at this point that, hey, you may not compete for a starting quarterback situation? And that's what Michael did. Andy Reid brought him in. He was the backup to Donovan McNabb. There were no promises, hey, you're going to compete for the starting job in so many months. We're signing you. We're giving you an opportunity. He said thank you, and he took it. So that's, what Colin is going to have to let people know that he's ready to do. And then will it still work? We don't know, because there are a number of teams that would just say, no, I don't want the headache. I'm not going to sign him. Let someone else do that. But it was the same in Michael's case. He probably had 20 teams that we're not interested. But all it takes is one.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.